Oh, just so unbelievably proud at the moment. Thank you so much, Busisi. But now, time to keep it cozy with our next Super M warm-up filla.
Struggling to wake up and get going these cold, wintry mornings? Get that first pick-me-up cuppa going to keep moving and motivated for the rest of the day. Warm up your dull moments with Super M this winter.
Live now.
Now, we hope that you have been warming up your winter with Super M. We certainly have been. And one winner who has been doing just that, and brilliantly so, is Ntombomzi Mbatene, who received her prize for sharing her amazing Super M Affogato warm-up filla. I think you can see it on screen there. How beautiful does that look? Well done. So if you're feeling like a winner and want to stand a chance of winning your share of that 500,000 Rand in cash, insane, and prizes as well, then pay close attention for some tips as Neil Anthony returns in person to the kitchen.
Can I enter the 500,000 competition?
My buddy, you're allowed to.
Bring it.
Can I just say, first of all, how wonderful it is to see you.
It's good to be back, baby.
Man, how have you been surviving? I feel like this is the first question we ask every one of our most loved guests, especially. How have you survived lockdown? How have you been handling it?
Keeping it real, man. Obviously doing as much sort of online stuff as possible. So, you know, sort of keeping all of that sort of going. And yeah, just sort of cooking as much as I think cooking at home has become like the biggest new thing. I mean, I get people asking me daily, every single day for recipes and tips and all that sort of stuff. So just, you know, in essence, just keeping people interested in food and keeping people cooking, and, you know, cooking for myself and cooking for everyone that, you know, needs to be cooked for at the end of the day.
Apart from the voyeuristic enjoyment of seeing the inside of everyone's home, because now we know what everyone's home looks like.
Now we know how everyone's home looks like.
You're an incredibly positive person.
Yeah.
And I think we've reached that phase now where it's become quite difficult to stay positive. How have you kept your headspace in the right place?
Eating as much ice cream as possible. pretty much ice cream is the answer to most of our problems. So yeah, again, that's the thing. You really just got to stay positive and, you know,
make a choice. Yeah.
At the end of the day, that's all you can do.
So good to see you back in the real flesh here, and you're gonna do something that's gonna put a smile on a lot of people's faces.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Now this is, you know, classic Italian sort of something that you'd have a little, you know, instead of having a, you know, big dessert or a piece of cake or something like that. You can even have this sort of in the morning, or, you know, sort of after a meal, the classic sort of Affogato, which is really just sort of a nice coffee, and then sort of coffee poured over a beautiful ice cream.
With a little something extra. Okay.
Exactly.
So
you could pop a drab or something in there if you really, if you're feeling funky.
If it was that phase of lockdown, yeah.
Yeah, what we're going to do as well is heat up some chocolate milk as well, which is going to make this, you know, extra chocolatey.
And decadent. Yeah, I love that.
So extra chocolatey, extra decadent, and it's a nice way to sort of, yet again, you know, it says shake it up on the side there, you know, so it's a nice way to shake it up. I did earlier shake this up and shake it all over me.
And covered yourself in it.
It was a great idea to wear a white shirt on my first appearance back on TV, but, you know, that's fine, that's cool.
Should have taken a photo.
Yeah, that's cool. So we've got a little bit of espresso powder. You can obviously just use like a, you know, if you've got one of those machines, you can just pop a little bit of espresso in the bottom there.
Okay.
So you just want to sort of temper that slightly with a little bit of warm water, not too hot. I think the water should be, you know, looking around about sort of, I'd say 70 degrees if you're feeling funky. If you're one of those kettles that can actually judge the temperature.
Okay.
That's fun. And then again, like I said, if it's a little sort of aperitif or for a little sort of after dinner, you can pop a little bit of something in there, a little bit of Bailey's, a little bit of something. Sort of like you can make a sort of adult version of this, an slightly X-rated version,
warm you
not
up
this
a little
PG
bit more.
version.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm down with that.
Yet again, after that, you really just want to pop some ice cream in there. This is just a plain vanilla ice cream. You could roll with anything else really. I mean, you can go. Yet again, you can go the sort of boozy ice cream, like a chocolate chip, or even like a sort of something that's any sort of
like a mint in it,
something like that.
I quite like the idea of kind of keeping it simple. The combination of the two flavor profiles. I think.
No, you got to keep it simple. And also the one thing is never skimp on it. You know, never
I like your
skimp on
build
the
there.
ice
I like
cream,
the build. It's like you had this internal grappling of, do I add the third?
Do I add the third ball?
Okay, do it. Just do it, man.
And then just pop this over. You want to pop this over while it's hot as well, so it sort of slightly melts the ice cream. As it sort of, you can just watch it sort of cascade down there. You know, it's a real sort of Kodak moment.
You want to film it in slow motion, so you can put that on Instagram.
Slow motion,
Yet again, beautiful.
That's the X-rated version.
So you can find this recipe on espressoshow.com. I was waiting for you to throw a bit of chocolate all over. But I think this is already beautiful, quite a continental way of doing it.
For sure. And then again, you can just sort of You know, keep it funky by shaving some chocolate on top. I mean,
and
that's cool. Around, in and around.
No, that's for the Instagram aerial
We like to go in and around, guys. It's best done outdoors, this, obviously. And then, but that's fine. If it messes on your table, you just sort of scoop it up a bit. And then you just
look at
sort of cascade it down there. And then what you can also do, just for a nice little final flourish, is yet again also just chuck it over the table. Sort of do that.
Beautiful.
And that's, you know, that's exactly what we're looking for. And then you can also just chuck that in there.
That looks spectacular. Can you pass me that?
Definitely.
The peeler. I'm gonna put some.
You're gonna pop some on yours.
I'm gonna put some on here. Look at this.
Remember to cascade it, Graham.
I'm gonna put it everywhere.
That's the thing, yeah. So there you go. Just pop it on top, yeah. You can never get it too messy. It's absolutely fine.
Oh, look at that.
So obviously the thing is the simplest,
Beautiful.
you know, the simplest things are the best, obviously. So all you got here are your flavors of chocolate, vanilla, you know, it's got that nice sort of hot-cold contrast. You can have this with a straw, you can have this with your little chocolate dipper.
Scoop it out with the chocolate dipper.
You know what I mean? The more, like we said, the more chocolate, the better. The more luxurious, the better. You can make these big, small, you know, you can make them for the kids. Obviously, you can also make them for the adults. A little bit of something in there.
A little extra love.
A little something in there. But yeah, that's how we do it, man. That's how we do it. That's how we keep it simple and just keep it fun.
And
keep it super M.
And keep it super M. And I think for your return, you've brought something really wonderful. So thank you so much.
We
needed an injection of
yes.
sweet. It's so good to see you still in high spirits and doing what you're doing, man. We absolutely love you. Welcome back, bro. Welcome back. So if your Super M warm-up filler is the next winning recipe, perhaps it could be, stand the chance of winning your share of what I said was 500,000 in cash and prizes with Super M. Simply follow Super M SA on Facebook or on Instagram and upload a photo of yourself enjoying your warmed-up Super M with the hashtag warm-up filler. The terms and conditions can be found on expressoshow.com along with this recipe. And just in case you missed how we made Ntombomzi's Super M Affogato, watch this space for a quick recap.
Made with love by Clover.